Well, the death toll during large protests in Iran has now risen to 8. Rallies continued Wednesday for a 5th consecutive day, and some are expected today later on after a young woman named Mahsa Amini died in police custody. She was arrested last week for allegedly not wearing her hijab correctly. A medical scan reportedly shows that Amini died from a blow to the head. Reza Hatami has more about these protests from Tehran.
Last night was the 5th night of protest over the death in police custody of Mahsa Amini. The protests started in the western city of Saqqez, Mahsa Amini's hometown, when her body was being laid to rest, and since then have spread to Tehran and many other cities across the country. Some of these protests have turned violent. We have had confirmed deaths of 8 people so far, including 2 security forces. Iranian officials say that the death of protesters who have been killed in these demonstrations is suspicious, as they have been shot by weapons not used by the security forces, and have accused opposition militant groups of killing them. Also, Iranian officials accuse the protesters of assaulting the police and destroying public property, and say foreign embassies are fanning the protests. But these demonstrations have been widespread. They have been reported in many Iranian cities, including religious cities of Qom and Mashhad. The protesters are angry over Mahsa Amini's death and have chanted slogans against the Islamic Republic ruling system. A forensic report last night was released that showed Mahsa Amini had not been subject to physical violence. A CCTV footage released by the police appears to prove the claim, as it shows Mahsa Amini collapses without being touched. But many protesters are skeptical of this narrative, and Mahsa Amini's father has denied that his daughter had any physical problem.